Yeah. All right. Look at there I go. Okay. I had to make sure to see. My wig look good. I ain't got no edges sticking out. Okay, I'm good. What's up, everybody? Of course, y'all already know what we doing tonight. It is a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday here with Truth Podcast. Yes, I couldn't wait to get to my peoples. I first want to say I am so thankful. I mean, everything has been going so great as far as the platform that we on. And I want to give a huge shout out to the platform that we have been on. And it's Podcastic. The professionalism, the courtesy, just everything just being on point. That means so much to us. And I thank you. It helped us to stay on target as well. Our engineer, baby. Why don't you show yourself? I mean, can we see you for a sec?
She's like, I didn't come in here.
Okay, our little sweet brown sugar engineer. Hey y'all, we have a wonderful engineer. She is the best. So I want to give yourself another round of applause, please.
What up, though?
All right. So I know y'all always be like, Tat be cheese and Tat be. I have to, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Especially when life be lifing out here and be so much negative, you know what I'm saying? So much negativity going on across the world, you know? And so even in our lives, when you wake up, you have a negative force against you anyway, you know what I'm saying? But when you actually can get around some people, you know what I'm saying? Y'all all on one accord. Y'all all got the same vision and mission, you know what I'm saying? In a lot of areas together, collectively. It feels so good, and you know that it's authentic. That just makes it even better. So I love when I get with my crew, y'all. I always got to thank my best friend D Mac. You know what I'm saying? She is the founder and all of that of True Podcast. You know, and in anything, you know, change coming in anything, and I love how she operates. You know what I'm saying? As far as changes, when she sees changes fit and things like that, she makes those moves, and I'm so glad that last year, actually, she had included me in this, and it's helping me. You know what I'm saying? God knew who I needed and what I needed, and Truth Podcast is definitely what the fuck I needed. All right. So, and I'm very thankful for the team that we have now that we sit, you know what I'm saying, amongst these days. The energy is great. I want to go around so we can talk to our amazing co-hosts. I want to start with I'm so glad my sis is here this week. Miss G.
What up,
So
though?
last week, the last show, they did me in, okay? Nobody wanted to stick their tongue out with me, you know, that stuff. And then Mac was on here like, G, she needs you. I did. You know what I'm saying? I held it down, though.
I heard you.
Yeah, I held it down, you know what I'm saying, the tongue and us doing, you know what I'm saying? Hey! Miss G, what's been going on with you, baby? I know you got a lot, you know what I'm saying, a lot going on with you. But you are definitely a soldier. And what's up with you?
I'm a survivor.
Hey.
I'm doing real good this week. You know what? Every day above ground is a blessed day. So yesterday is the past. Tomorrow is my promise. And right now is right now. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Yay. All right. So yes, and I love this. I want to introduce him like no other.
Coming to the stage.
Because coming to the stage.
Give it up for Chocolate Drop. We got some
Can't go wrong with Kong. Can't go wrong with Kong.
Say Mufasa.
Can't go wrong with Kong. Hey, Kong G.
What up, though?
What's up, baby? So what's been going on with you? How's life treating you? How you treating life? And what your week been like, baby?
My life is all about my kids now, so I'm happy to be outside. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's right.
I was just doing homework and cutting out little people out of pictures and shit. So this is cool. But as far as professionally though, like we preparing for Juneteenth. That's my baby. It's 15 years going now. So we're releasing a magazine called the Metro Detroit Ad Mag, and we're gonna look for people to get whole pages, half pages. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna come out with a few issues of that before June to raise money for Juneteenth. So it's time for me to reach out to all my business owners and my favorite barbers.
Hey, y'all hear this?
Get their ads in the book.
Y'all hear this?
Yeah.
And also, not just even with the podcast show, guys. I need for you guys to check out Kanji. He has a lot going on, and if we don't support each other, then what the fuck are we doing? So check him out. The brother has a lot going on, and he's awesome. All right.
Thank you, sister.
You are welcome, Mac. D Misery Mac, my best friend. I love my best friend that can't make mushy. But anyway, best friend.
She be trying her best too.
But I know sometimes you think like, I love my best friend Ted. Yeah, Niggity Mac.
Yo,
we all know you got like some of everything going on. I first want to applaud you in the things that you do during your week. First of all, my best friend is back in school.
Salute that, getting good grades too.
I look at Mac when I'm also trying to, or I'm getting better at getting myself more organized, being more disciplined in some areas. I used to just be all scattered and all over. And like I say, God, you first have to, learn from people in order to be a better leader. And Mac is definitely one of those. She is a leader. She's very disciplined. And sometimes I call on her like, hey, why I got this in there? And she'll be like, just real calm. Hey, Tad. So did you even look at it like, this, my baby? Okay, because you doing too much internet, whatever, and you prioritize this like this, whatever stuff. And thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because I be needing it. I'm not afraid to accept constructive criticism. I'm not afraid to have my coattail pulled. And I just want to thank you for being there. I'm in areas that I need while I'm trying to get better at things myself. What's been going on with you, though?
that was a hell of an introduction. What do you say? Yeah, I'm back in school. I'm doing pretty well. I'm in week 2 so far. I got 100% in one class and I have 92 point something.
I knew you was
class. I'm really mad about that. I want my motherfucking 8%.
She coming for that other 8.
She is.
I'm asking for extra credit. All right. Anyway, I get this back up to 100. But yeah, that's just the perfectionist in me. I'm proud of my little barber students. We just had a recent
I watched them.
Yeah,
I watched them.
We had a recent graduation this past Sunday. We're taking a break this Sunday because my son has a gymnastics meet. But next Sunday we back on. And yeah, they all graduated. They're doing well. It's awesome to see them go from not knowing how to do anything to being surprised at what they can do.
Right.
So it's really encouraging. So the next session starts January 26th. I have 2 more classes or 2 more spots available. One at 2 o'clock. No, I'm sorry. One at 12 o'clock and one at 4 o'clock. Reach out to me, DM me, call me. The number is on the screen.
Please do. Yay. All right. And with myself, I'm very thankful. And I want to applaud, myself. I didn't go into the new year as far as resolution, things like that. I just went into it with my fucking mind made up in a way that I haven't, before. And I actually been sticking to my guns. Protecting my peace has really been a major thing with me lately. And so far I've been doing, excellent with it. You know what I'm saying? I used to let a lot of things disturb my peace. I even had somebody try my gangster and stuff, my patience, my peace and everything today. Yeah, for a split second I had to give it to him because this ain't what you want. But I still, I regrouped, I redirected myself, and I had to think about everything that I have set in front of me. God has revealed a lot to me, and I see a lot of stuff that God has put for me, but it was me. I had to make some changes, and I've been really great at that lately, and I am ready to roll and give 2020 fat a fire that they ain't fucking ready for.
Let's go 2025.
Yes.
She ain't for no games.
Never. Okay, and this is better now. All right, y'all. So we have all been on our social media. We see the news and everything else and what's going on out here. The first thing I want to talk about is this fire, the fires, right? I'm pretty sure all of us have seen something in regards to these fires. We have heard the different stories. We have heard how they were going wrong. We have heard some people are just have set them and everything else. I want to know what's y'all thoughts about the fires, okay? Because I've heard a lot of stuff. So now, of course, people are coming out talking about, oh, yeah, we heard the first victim of Diddy, and she was saying, watch out for these fires that's going to be coming because this is a cover-up. It's going to be a cover-up of, this and that and everything else. And they got the person that was out here setting fires along with the bushes and things like that. I've heard so many stories. I want to know what you guys' thoughts, opinions are, and which first of all, let's... I'm praying for everybody that's taking a loss with this and the lives that was lost. I'm praying for everybody there. Kong, these fires.
The conspiracies are killing me.
Yes.
Like I feel today, I seen the clip of a young man who was very serious. He was turning up all militant. He they setting these fires, and he showed this real fast clip, like 0.02 seconds of a dude in full firefighter uniform setting the fires. You feel me? So I'm like. So we just don't know about forest fires and how they control burns and how farmers light brush on fire on purpose. So I'm like, to everybody that know, we just look dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, so they don't know about that. The fires happen every year. You know what I'm saying? Like they happen every year like tornadoes. They happen every single year. So whether, they were set or somebody decided to set their house on fire because the whole block is on fire, like... The forest fire is going to happen every year. They'll be back next year. Somebody said today a UFO was spotted above the clouds. And come on, God.
Maybe the drones dropped.
You feel me? I bet you if you ask a flat earther, they'll figure out a way to work their theory into why it's on fire. Because we in a dome, and if the sun hit the dome, like, come on, dog.
Magnifying glass.
It's a giant with a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Badass kid burning up everything.
So they were also talking about the certain teams that were in place. California has their own team as far as like for that forest fires and then wildfires, and then also the team that went over there to actually assist. And they were saying that the team that actually went over there to assist actually had caused more damage. Man, what you think about that? Have you seen that?
What team went over to assist?
I don't know where they came from, but they told them, I guess, to stay home or whatever. They shouldn't leave from over there.
Oh, I didn't hear nothing.
Yeah, and they were still over here helping. And they said it made it spread more because I know they had with the plane to go in. That was supposed to help, but the team that's actually set in California, they know to go to different ends, whatever, and set the fires at the
I
end.
think that's the group from Canada you're talking about?
Okay, yeah. So do you think, or have you looked into that part, that they actually caused more damage than good being over there?
I don't speculate, and I don't really think that deep. First of all, there's no way at this juncture with the fire still burning that anybody can determine what set those fires.
Right.
So let these people that's getting paid all these hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars and degrees behind their name figure out what the fuck happened.
That's
just
over my pay grade.
And that's the thing. Like everybody likes to speculate the end before due diligence has been done to, get the details. So, no. I'm just more concerned about the number of people that decided they weren't going to leave. Like, why are you not gone by now? The fires are still burning. They're telling you the winds are going to pick back up and cause it to, spread some more. So I'm just of the mindset that if they tell you to get out, get out. Like, this material shit, yeah, it's a loss. Yeah, you worked your ass off. Yeah, it's your whole life.
You should have had good insurance then.
Yeah.
They better have.
Well, these insurance companies are denying a lot of claims.
They are.
They're canceling insurances. They're denying claims. They about to go broke paying out all these claims.
Okay, I have someone who just wrote in. I saw a vid of dudes setting it off. Wildfires are a part of that area, but there's a lot to be considered here. Let's see, as far as conspiracy theories. Okay. And you can also call in too, Antonio. Thank you, Antonio. Miss G.
Yes.
What's your take on this as far as the fires are concerned?
The roof. No, let me stop.
Shit, everything.
It's on fire. We don't need. I feel real sorry for the people that because it was 82,400 and something thousand people, 400 people that got that evacuated.
About 26 are dead as a result.
Right.
Yep.
And then they were looking. Did you see where they were looking for the WWE wrestler, the female wrestler, Melinda? I can't think of her last name. It's a Hispanic last name.
No.
And they found her. I was like, what?
Dead?
No, she was trying to save her damn house.
Yeah, there was people out there with water hose and sprinklers, and I'm like,
The
look,
video
It's
that
very
just,
serious
this
than
moisture
that.
will
Yeah.
saved a couple people's houses.
the video that got me was there was no wildfires around this house, and this house was on fire. I wish I would have sent y'all that clip, because baby, I said, oh, they set their stuff on fire.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this claim money
One
too.
way or another.
Did you all see the post where they showed that one cross that is still that has still remained, and it was right there in the midst of the fires?
That's all the Christians need.
Yeah, they gonna run with that.
And he will come with fire. First it was water, now it's the flame.
He promised not to ever come again by water.
I came with y'all. I
The
came.
fire did not consume them.
Shadrach, Meshach, and that bad Negro.
Right.
And guys, our viewers, I would first, so I want to thank you for even being on here with us. And trust me, we are not taking light, of this topic at all. Okay, I also.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What? Go ahead.
No. Yeah, so I wanted to interject and kind of move to a different topic.
Yeah.
Isaiah Harris story.
Yes, that's exactly what I was
I don't
going
know
to do.
how up to date everybody is on this, but this has gotten so incredible.
I have seen a million and one different things, especially and even with her brother. The story with her brother, the cousin, everybody
around this little girl felt it.
even with the history of the aunts and everything. It's horrible. When I look at it, I can't help but tear up. She was failed all the way around. I believe every last one of them needs to happen to every last one of them. The aunts, dude, of course, every last one of them. They are. She is actually sending him money. She's making sure he's straight, that he's even locked up, that Ani is.
Oh, it'd be like that.
Yeah.
In the joint, the men in there for CSC charges get more visits than anybody. They get more letters than anybody. They still have girlfriends and wives.
Right.
Like
They don't want to believe that shit.
they either don't believe it or don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. They definitely have support, dude.
Oh yeah, but when they get to that big house, baby.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. They be straight in there.
I see the
Really?
big, also the debate as far as the brother is concerned, who apparently got away from them, way before this, and everybody's talking about it, and they're saying like now everybody's trying to use her death, to actually gain a profit and stuff, and they're saying like the brother.
But that's what people do.
They do.
Y'all, did you
They
see the
do.
GoFundMe?
Yes.
Did it raise
Yeah.
some money?
When I was on there, it was about $2,000. Wasn't nobody.
Right. Because everybody's pretty much like give you something for what? Is
Because
this
your child, you haven't they haven't recovered the body. So why did you start a GoFundMe?
Yeah. Yeah. And they were saying like go ahead.
A year, it's been a year now.
Yes.
So ain't no little person that sophisticated to where they can go unnoticed for a whole year unless they're deceased or captured.
Right.
So, and based on some of the inferences, especially all these discoveries of the gym shoes and the glasses and all this type of stuff. Yeah. But let's say I want to listen to if y'all can bear with us just for a moment.
Yes.
Listen to these text messages between this Jarvis dude and Naziah. It just goes to the state of mind, and it leads into our topic. Like, will the real men please stand up?
And
This
if it's
nigga's a
too
bitch.
sensitive for you, then take a second to step
Trigger
away.
warning.
Yeah.
Trigger warning.
Yeah.
But yeah, this nigga's a bitch.
She sent a message, where are we doing it at your choice? A message is replied to Jarvis, says basement. A message is sent to Naziah from Mr. Butt's phone, saying, can you suck my d- please? And make sure you erase the messages. Go change your clothes and take your panties off. Are we doing it tonight? I'm ready, fresh out the shower. You coming over? Don't have school. Asking, you coming? She receives a message from Jarvis that says, stop messing with people and just be mine. I'm finna go to lunch, love you. I can't stop thinking about you either. She sends a message to Jarvis. Hey, you may think I'm ignoring you, but I'm not. My phone broke. Are you mad at me? please don't be mad. Can you tell me why you mad at me, yes or no? He replies to her saying, I haven't seen or talked to you. He had sent to her, I'm at your house. She says, damn, we was just there. You bet not be in my room. He sends her a message that says, I stole your panties. Didn't I make you come faster than ever? Jarvis, I'm sorry for making you mad, but do you ever think how I feel knowing that I can't have you to myself, but you have me to yourself, and no, I'm not seeing anybody else, I swear. Then you going to hit it from the back again? Send me some pictures, please. I want some pussy. And the name on here that she has this number saved is Bae for Life, BAE, the number.
And that goes on and on for about 5 minutes where they read out these text messages, and it's just really sad. Now, ladies, keep your babies close. Scrutinize the people that you have your children around. This really leads into our topic a little bit because, and we're going to allow Kong some time to give us some feedback on this young man and whether or not he is a real man. I know the answer.
The topic tonight is, would a real man please stand up? And it's a lot of versions, depending on who you're talking to, there's a lot of versions of what a real man is.
Exactly.
But we have to have some things that are sacred and some things we all can agree upon. But that's just not the case. We human beings, and we cannot all agree on anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think the assault of children and women would be something we can all say, we draw the line there. We don't want to in our community. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the case. These men have mothers, they have girlfriends, they got day ones they ain't never did nothing to. They got friends who they done looked out for. You know what I'm saying? So they got people who are like, man, all I know is he's solid. You know what I'm saying? It's not, okay, once you do that, I'm done with you. You got people who still stand with you and still support you. My thing is, as far as like being a real man in this type of situation as a father, you just can't be giving your kids all that freedom. You know what I'm saying? Because she'd have never been able to have those text messages around me. I'd have been in that phone so motherfucking much. You know what I'm saying? And then the first time I see anything from anybody that's out of line, then that's it for you on the phone. Ain't no more trust for you. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing. I'll turn your access into no access. Nobody will have access to you. People raise their children, it seems like, either the way they wish they would have been raised or the way they see the world and try to prepare them for that. You got people who want to be their children's friends. Right. Oh, my mama was always on me. I trust my kids. You can trust your kids, but you can't trust the world.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The world is not anything we can put our trust into. You know, the moment they leave your house, now it used to be when they leave your house, but the moment they're not in your sight, everything is coming into them now. Everything is at their fingertips. I just don't agree with the phones, man. You know what I'm saying? And can we just imagine how much more difficult this would have been to develop if it wasn't for those late night text messages, early morning text messages? He all in their brain. I'm listening to those text messages, and I've had grown women say those things to me before.
Right.
Oh, tell me I'm the only one. Are you mad? Why I'm mad? He had her wrapped around his finger. These grown women go through this stuff. So here she is in a whole wrong mindset with it. It was horrible. And like you said, everybody need to be locked up.
Yeah.
Because it's child neglect on the side of the mother.
Yes.
And the auntie.
Yes. Because
this happened in both houses under both people's supposed to be supervision.
Yes.
Not the mother.
The grandmother.
The grandmother. Okay, yeah, like, man, lock everybody up. We ain't gonna say, I've heard women say, well, I knew my son was gay when he was 2.
Okay.
You feel me? I've had women say, I knew something was different. I knew something was wrong with you. I knew you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude can't be that slick. I want to call that woman desperate. I want to say she was ignoring things on purpose, you know, and I just don't like her. You know what I'm saying? I don't like her. I want them to see we missing a beautiful life because a bunch of adults turned a blind eye to a child.
Right.
You know, and they should all be held responsible for that. But when we say real men, please stand up, we mean in this situation, you can't be giving your homeboy quarter for this shit. Like, I don't have some friends because I'm not gonna roll with some things. You know what I'm saying? I've lost jobs because I wasn't with him hollering at that little girl. You know what I'm saying? Cat calling a little girl. Oh, she thick as hell. Look at her hair though. Like, that's a child. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
but it's certain things. If people just set themselves with certain expectations, you can never. Because dudes, you done got all type of excuses. Well, I ain't know she was in the club.
No, she was 12.
You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
did you see her buy a drink? Did you see her drive away? It's more than just you was in the club to make you grown.
So if
you know
your
what I'm
grown
saying?
ass homeboy was at his car repair shop and you always saw him around this one little girl all the time, you would question that shit.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be cool with that. I've had someone say, "Well, as soon as somebody say something about your homeboy, you just gonna turn against them." Probably not. That first time I hear something, probably not. But if I hear somebody say something about you twice with this same type of shit, bro, it's a wrap. We gonna have a talk, and there's gonna be some issues. I've experienced that with a friend once when we graduated from high school, and we was out of school like 2 years. You know, we 20 now, but it's like an 11th grader calling him, arguing over whether or not he go with her or this other 11th grader. And I'm like, how are you even still? We all was in the car because he thought it was cool. Like, they tripping. That's so-and-so at the school. Nigga, we grown. You know what I'm saying? So we did. We checked him about that. I don't know whether or not he stopped, but it was enough for him to know that shit ain't cool with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's a man point.
yeah, you gotta chill, bro. And we just don't hold our brothers accountable when it comes to those type of things, man. People give the little girl the blame. They give the young girl the blame.
So there was this big whole argument on social media about whether or not she was fast or whether or not she was groomed. First of all, she was introduced to this. This is not something that she knew prior to being introduced to it. But I don't know. Like, I don't blame you can't blame the child. First of all, she doesn't think on the level that an adult was. Her brain ain't even fully developed. All she knows is that she ain't got her mama in her life. She ain't got her daddy. This nigga love her, and she's embracing whatever love she can get from wherever she can get it from. Right. And so everybody want to say, well, damn, she was in love with him. Yes, she was, because that was the only sense of love that she ever experienced. And so in an adolescent's mind, that's better than no love at all. Right. So no, she wasn't fast. She was fucked up.
That's the problem with grooming.
Yeah.
It's not like he had to forcibly take her and made her feel afraid, so she told someone. He talked to her for a long time before, when wasn't nobody talking to her, when there wasn't anybody having small talk and conversations with her, and then you talk to her like she grown, and it make her feel grown. And then you in a household where you got hella responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what the house? You feel grown. I'm watching kids. I'm cleaning up. You know what I'm saying? You feel grown, and not somebody treating you like an adult, and you just respond accordingly.
Even with that household, she's also in a household of where apparently they all were sick, you know what I'm saying, anyway. You know, so then there's more grooming, you know what I'm saying, from the aunt. The aunt was apparently sick. All of them were. You know what I'm saying? All of them, all around, all of them were sick. And that was the only male really person that they had to look up to or go to, whatever. She's reaching out to this man about sanitary napkins and things like that when she come on her menstrual cycle. You know, she had to go to him, you know, and all that. He had them in the shop saying he had them coming to clean up and all that other stuff. You know, so they were placed, you know, so these girls were placed in his hands.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man, don't no real man want to be around y'all kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to mentor your nephew. I'm not, like, we can do this as a family, but all this hanging out with a kid that ain't mad. I have my own children that I barely want to take places. You feel me? But your kid can come to my job. They can come to the game. They can come on, man. Anybody trying to do all that? That's a red flag. And I am a returning citizen. I've been in prison twice. And I appreciate everyone who gave me a second chance. There are some people who don't believe I deserve my second chances. For whatever reasons. They don't think I should have got a second chance. I'm telling y'all from my mind, I don't think any CSC person should get a second chance. I think once you know it, you should cut him and whoever supports him off. Because you can't get them out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to rob things, right? I used to take things from people. It took a long time for me to stop sizing people up and watching where they put their money in their pocket and watching what side of their body their gun was on and all this other type of stuff. So as a CSC dude, you a sick rapist, pedophile, predator, I'm assuming you having the same thoughts when you come out of prison. You looking at children, you looking at women and learning their schedules by mistake. You can't help it. This is what you've been doing your whole life. So y'all got to chill thinking that he a new man. He not. He's sick.
So even the other men that were around him were not real men.
No. If they had any women what he was doing, then they was all on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like the dudes at that job, at that shop or whatever, they was all on some bullshit.
I was listening to somebody earlier, and they're live, and they were saying that maybe this guy, this other guy who's now in jail for beating a pregnant woman. So obviously he too has no respect for women. But I done lost my train of thought. But this guy is he didn't say anything, and they were saying that maybe he wanted to get involved with the girl too, because there were text messages about a threesome.
Wow.
Yeah. She wanted to try a threesome, and so maybe this dude was in.
Where do you get
position
that
of
at
trying to get
12?
down.
Yeah, exactly.
She got it from him.
Yeah.
He opened the door, and now she's exploring. You know what I mean?
And then you're gonna go further and further to see. Okay, so we're manipulators.
Yeah,
you feel
how
me?
much you can get
If
away
it wasn't a normal relationship, you just push and push to see how far you can get. Most relationships fail after inviting somebody into their relationship. You know what I'm saying? But dudes and people push and push until they see how far they can get. And unfortunately, this is why she's not around right now. We don't know where she is right now, is because he went so far and got so comfortable, he just didn't know how to fix it. He didn't know how to reverse what he had done. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to go in here and see, and thank you, viewers. I want to open up the phone line as well first, 810-560-0658. But I want to read some of these comments on here. Thank you, y'all. I want to start with, I hope I say it right, Yamina Brooks. Hope I pronounced it right. Yamina came and said, that's pathetic. Praising the bullshit when we should be making people accountable for their mess. Hey Mark from HP. Then Yamina also went on and said, and that's where the love was coming from, as she knew it. And then I have Dominique. I will always believe no victim should be in trial for their murder. That was a child. The law is ridiculous. Yamina Brooks came back. Right. Why wasn't she comfortable enough to go to her grandma or her auntie? Then I had Kaylin. Hey, Kaylin, that child had no accountability. Every last adult in her life failed her. She would have remained in a child's place if she was treated like one. Yamina, because those thoughts have been suppressed, so they can't wait to let them out. Please call in. I thank y'all because we need people to listen different opinions. And
so we're going to move away from the Naziah story. We're going to get into the actual topic. Will the real man please stand up? We're going to watch a couple clips, and then we're going to discuss them. And I want y'all to call in and give your opinions or give your perspective.
yes, please do.
You're a man. You are a man. Stand up and be a man. Make the hard decisions. Make the sacrifices. Make the unpopular decisions. And become comfortable in your own skin. And if you are not a person that you are comfortable being alone with, that is the one person in this universe that you have full power, full right, and full responsibility to change.
Yes, sir. You eat every day. Yes, sir. Got a roof over your head. Yes, sir. Got clothes on your back. Yes, sir. Why you think that is? Because of you? Hell, I know it's because of me. But why do you think that is? Because we like you. Like you.
When do you become a man? When you get a driver's license? Like, what do we do? You're 16, we give you a driver's license. Okay, well, like, you get a job? Like, when do you become a man? You become a man when you become responsible for other people. And part of that is taking accountability. And so, like, I'm very new to this being a man thing. And I'm still not there. And I'm on a path.
I go out of here every morning. I bust my butt putting up with them crackers every day. God, I like you. You're about the biggest fool I ever saw. It's my job. It's my responsibility. A man is supposed to take care of his family. You live in my house, fill your belly with my food, put you behind on my bed because you're my son. Because I like you, because it's my duty to take care of you. I owe a responsibility to you.
But I didn't have no, like, I grew up in a culture that told me going to war made you a man. Going to prison and coming back makes you a man. Making $1 million makes you a man, and it doesn't. And you don't know it till you've done all these things and realize, damn, I'm still a little fucking boy.
Does going to prison and coming home make you a man?
Taking accountability and
That's an issue.
taking accountability. Con, what do you feel like? We know that you are a real man. You are your real stand-up man. Would you, as far as it's your responsibility to be a real stand-up man, what's your take on that?
First and foremost, like he said, I'm still on the path
Okay.
to being a good man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I had to say. I looked at this topic for a long time, and I was like, am I a real man? Like, because I did do that.
Okay.
You know, I did do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's my past. I believe I am a real man, but I'm still working on being a good one. You know what I'm saying? Being able to do everything it is I'm supposed to be able to do for everybody I'm supposed to do it for. But as far as morally and as far as how I stand on, man, like, for sure, the responsibility was a big part. And a higher power is a thing too.
Did your kids make you become more responsible?
They did. They made me make more responsible decisions. You know, I've had to turn down some things that upset the adults in my life based on what I used to be about, because I really cannot do anything without thinking of my children. And I believe that's why it's imperative why we shouldn't allow our teenage boys to become fathers. There's very rarely we got a man who became a teenage father and just never, he was always on point, went to school, got a job, took care of his kid. That is so rare, because a child just doesn't, in our childlike minds, we just can't connect and make that life important to us. We have not lived enough of our own life to know how important that life is. But based on everything I've gone through, when I look at that little boy of mine and know everything he up against and know that I am responsible for keeping him safe until he's ready to face all that, it gives me a sense of purpose that nothing else can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they send them to us, if you got to look at it biblically, when they send them to us, they don't belong to us, right? They were sent by a higher power, and you really just supposed to guide them and keep them safe until the day of their release into the world. And they get to make their own decisions. But we know everything a real man shouldn't do. What a real man should do is up to debate, right? Based on people's economics and their family and their culture, you know what I'm saying? But we have to have a ground across the board, all men on deck, this is what we don't do. You know what I'm saying? And that list is short.
So from a lady's perspective, what's a real man to y'all? I mean, does the man having $1 million and being rich and being able to flaunt, does that make him a real man to you? I mean, please, Miss Shannon, you can join the conversation. But what makes a real man to y'all? What's a real man?
A real man to me is somebody that is a protector and a provider. He don't need $1 million, baby. If he got $1 and I got $1, baby, we gonna get them hot dogs and noodles together, baby, and we gonna eat. All I'm saying is, society today has made up this fictional ass definition of a man. Oh, he got to make 6 figures. He got to drive this car. He got to. Bitch, you got a bus pass.
He can be a millionaire little boy. Huh?
Exactly.
Listen,
it's not about the money. A real.
It ain't about the money.
It's not. A real man to me is really a man that stand on his motherfucking business. When I say business,
Period.
I mean all the way around. If you are married, make sure that you are your wife's protector, you know what I'm saying, and everything else. I'm not saying, it's not about, you know what I'm saying, the money and stuff. Make sure you are definitely her partner. Make sure that you treat her with respect. Make sure you respect yourself first of all. I love a man that actually have respect for himself first. You understand? I can't stand a fucking liar. Yes, we all have told our little white lies or whatever it is. But, just to be out here just, saying, I'm this, I'm that, whatever stuff, and you're really fucking not. Stop doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't impress us. You know what I'm saying? At all. Stop with the bullshit. And another, stop putting women, because I see a lot of men, they be like, oh, y'all act like y'all the men, y'all trying to you trying to act like you the man. I'm not trying to act like nothing but the fuck I am, and that's just me. I have to, go hard, because sometimes y'all
sometimes y'all gotta be the man.
We have to.
Ain't manning, right?
Exactly. You understand? Yeah. We have been put in a lot of situations where,
and then they jumped up.
Lock that.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Lock that.
They back down on what the fuck they first originally promised and said and everything else. Just come cards face up, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying, lay it on the table. Sit at the round table and say exactly what it is. Don't talk me to death. What the fuck do you want? What do you have? What are you about? And let's just, you know what I'm saying, go from there, real man. Your kids, take care of your kids. Protect your kids. You understand? Take time out for your kids. You know what I'm saying? Do that for real. Because you made them, because you will sit there and say, I gave them this amount of money. Well, fuck all that. Fuck that. Take time out for your kids. Be there for them. Be engaged in what's going on for them. You understand? It's hard for a lot of these mothers out here that's trying to raise, especially when they're trying to raise young men. It is so hard, and I commend every woman out here that's definitely trying to raise a young man on her own, or got somebody and they really not, engaged, whatever and stuff, but trying to raise these young, it's hard for them. You understand? They can't make them into a man. They cannot.
Oh, no matter how hard a woman try to raise a
and so
a
then there it is. The women are put in these positions to be a little more, but they say the women trying to be macho, whatever. So, bitch, you made them to be that way. You understand? And the reason why, and I'm not for always, I'm not for that one. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'm calling a guy a bitch, whatever stuff. When you do bitch shit, then that's just what it is. Let's call, a spade a spade. You understand? Yeah. Flat out. All right.
What's a real man to you?
I told you, a real man to me is a protector and a provider, and
match you dollar for dollar.
He don't listen. He don't gotta match me dollar for dollar, but he has to be. Listen, I've dated some brokies, okay, so. But they took care. They took care of me. Listen, I'm a different kind of woman. I will go to work, do whatever, baby. If you gon' listen, my man used to sell socks and suckers. Okay, baby. If that's what you selling, and I'm out there, we got socks and suckers. Yeah. But what it is you find too many women with their hands out. I had to become the man.
You do.
I had to become the man because I was a single mother of 6. But we did that with the corporal punishment when I had to yah my kids. Mm-hmm. But I wish that I would have never had to do that. But I'm thankful that I did because my kids are, baby. They doing a damn thing. Yeah. And I'm thankful that I had good men in my life that became their fathers, and they were my brothers, and they was like, oh nah, they would show up at school. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the way you acting.
Come on, that's the key.
But you need a village of men. Yes, because can't nobody teach. Listen, Tat can't teach no boy how to be a man. I can't teach no boy how to be a man.
And I'm a single mother raising a son, and I say the same thing. I know I don't give a fuck. These clothes, don't let these clothes fool you. I'm still a woman. Right. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I've been very intentional about putting strong African American men in his life. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be a mentor, some of my clients, just kind of taking to him, and just his goddad, and just having some strong men examples around him, because there's certain things I can't teach him. I can teach you how to be respectful. I can teach you how to be moral. Yeah. Right. But I don't know anything really other than what I read in a book about what happens in the adolescent boy's life.
Right, because you don't get no testosterone.
I have some. We all have some. I just don't have as much as they do. However, I can't tell you what's going on with your anatomy because mine is fake. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Well, speak your truth, man.
I don't know shit.
When that boy is 12, getting ready to turn 13, and his nuts getting ready to drop. You know what I mean?
I want to just speak. I was making notes while y'all was talking. Okay. So I got to jump around, but I think they all along the same. Okay, so when it comes to money, because of course everyone online is expressing what they wish they could get.
We got some good comments.
Right? We do.
We got to tell, he got to make this. That woman will be typing that next to a dude who work at AutoZone. You feel me? So a woman women have loved every type of man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? There has been a woman that have loved a dude that all he do is brakes. He don't even do rotors and calipers. Like, if it's something wrong with your caliper, you got to go to somewhere else. Bro only do brakes. You feel me? But he had a woman, right, but he had a woman who loved him. And the issue with the men who play those women is if you're dating a man that lacks ambition, right, and lacks goals and don't got nothing else set out in front of himself except what you see him do every day, then he can't elevate himself in any other way, and he can't change anything but his woman. You feel me? So when you get tired of it, and at first he was cool and we was splitting these $45 break jobs, but now you didn't seen some memes, it's been 2 years, he's still just doing breaks. Once you start getting on his head or trying to, what you think you're doing is trying to motivate him. Mm-hmm. But if you're doing that improperly, or if you're doing it properly, his time is up and it's time for him to find another woman. Right. It's time for him to find somebody else who's impressed by him from the very beginning, who's going to hype him up from the very beginning. But what he needs to do is elevate himself and learn how to do something more to impress this woman.
Yeah, you got to do brakes and rotors.
Yes, but you got to, but again, if you lack ambition and hustle, you know what I'm saying?
But there are a lot of women that are okay with complacent men. You know what I'm saying?
Because they complacent.
They're satisfied with where they are.
Well, those people don't complain. I've seen those couples. They don't complain. They made for each other.
I want to take a second and read some of the comments. They hitting us up. Yeah, thank y'all. My baby mom on here. Hey, what's up, Chanel? She said, real man that provides and give your heart security. Praise for you. Hey, make sure his wife is respected when she walks in the door. Respect his woman and kids when she is around and not. I have Dominique. A village of men is invaluable if those men don't know how to lead. Hey,
that's why you have to be selective as a parent. You know, be selective about who you allow your children around. Because y'all ain't gonna just have them around a man just to be having them around a man, because that man can get his ass killed out here in these streets.
That's true, but you know what? Also, in defense, you know, what I'm saying of a lot of us women, you know, what I'm saying, and when we have selected people, or even some women that have had men around their children as biological father or whoever it is. You have had a lot of wolves in sheep clothing. You understand? So sometimes they didn't even know what they was getting. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate because you thought that this person, like I say,
a wolf in sheep's clothing is eventually going to be discovered for what it is. A wolf. That's why you have to take time, ladies, to get to know these wolves and see if they're going to shed their motherfucking skin.
It could take a while. You feel me? It could take a long time. If you don't lock in seriously, you may never know.
And desperate for love, to where everything is in a motherfucking hurry. Oh, I want the dream. I want these goals. I want relationship goals.
Oh, I want to.
Yeah, but we can't.
You're just in a hurry to do it.
We can't say about everybody. Some people probably have taken their time, and then you still don't know what the fuck you got.
But nothing is ever about.
Let me tell you something.
Everybody, but
when they show you who they are the first time, believe them, baby.
But it could have took a long time for somebody to show who they are.
I used to be a collector of red flags.
Yeah, but when they do, you better believe that shit.
Hell yeah.
Because when you start making excuses for people, and when you start forgiving and forgiving and forgiving and forgiving and forgiving and forgiving, and then now you a lot of I was one of them. I was one of them. Was keyword. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, take your motherfucking time and get to know people. Don't be in a hurry. Don't even be desperate. Don't even be looking for the shit. You know what I'm saying? Just take your time and let whatever develop. And give people time to show you the other side of them. That shit might take 2-3 years. But how patient are you? And how much due diligence are you going to do for the people that are coming in and out of your life?
We got to stop putting ourselves in other people's shoes. Like, when you say that could take 2-3 years, you got women who see other women who say, I need to be proposed to back. Yeah,
they have these time
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That's where you fuck up.
Yeah, everybody live different though. If you're not part of that system where you've never felt, and this being real, they don't like to hear this because single moms like the greatest thing in the world. But on some real, if you have in any way deviated from the plan, then now you in another lane. You feel me? If you were going along to school and you didn't have kids, but then you dropped out because you got pregnant, you are now in another lane. The man that ain't had a child who's now about to graduate from high school and go to college, he's in another lane. You feel me? And he got to be around a bunch of women who, even if they had kids, they made it to the university.
Yeah.
So a lot of the people they're looking at lived a whole different life that got them to that point. So if you lack education, lack a trade, and you're just a human being doing what you can, working at Amazon, raising your kids, then understand all those men that you're talking about aren't even checking in your lane. Yeah. And if they do, they're going to abuse you and use you. That's just typical. I got all the money. You work, you ain't got no job, you got 4 kids. They treat women like they should be lucky that I'm even rocking with you. You know what I'm saying?
You have a lot of those. And unfortunately, we all know that us women do outnumber, you know what I'm saying, men. And then now look at, you know what I'm saying?
But the quality of the women. I mean, yeah, there's an outnumber, but it's pissing that pool too.
Yeah, it is. It's pissing the pool of the quality of women. And then look at the quality of the fucking men. Nowadays, these are not, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them are not real men. They are pussies. You understand what I'm saying? They do.
But high tier, high value.
Yeah.
Is there any truth to the statement you attract what you are?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
I don't
Do
think.
you
I
think
don't
there's
think
any
that's true.
validity?
I don't
Or
think
is it that
so.
opposites attract? Which one do you believe?
Oh.
Which
So
one do you
when
believe?
I believe
the broken
anybody can
version
end up
of
with
me,
anybody.
Anybody, I agree with that.
When I was the broken version of me, what I attracted was broken ass men. That only listen. When you meet a person, you don't meet the real them. You meet the representative.
That's anybody. Yeah.
So you meet the
Everybody
representative, and then you mess around and find out you dating Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But I will be like, oh, what? Why am I always drawing these kind of men? And it wasn't until I reevaluated myself.
So was
And
it?
I came to be in a place of healing
Right.
and wholeness that you can't come to me with none of that.
Now, see, what she said is deep because it's not necessarily that you attracted those men.
Right.
You were just in a
You
space
had
where you
boundaries.
accepted
accepted
those
those.
men
Yeah.
because you wasn't
Yes.
your whole
Because
self.
I'm pretty sure you
You feel
attracted
me?
all type. Because even with me being broken and everything else, whatever and stuff, I still attract. You know what I'm saying, all type of men. You know what I'm saying? So it, like you say, it's I know what you're trying to say because it took for me. It was me that decided to accept that one because of the space I was in.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and accept that, whatever and stuff. Because then it probably could
'Cause I
work
ain't gonna
out.
never find
yeah,
better.
Yeah. And,
Let's play this
yeah.
clip about the weak man. Since we're talking so much about the strong man before we get up out of here. Shan. Okay.
A real man will leave you. They're not going to go back and forth with you. They're not going to argue with you. They're not going to beg with you. They're not going to plead with you. You will get a warning at best. And if it's no changed behavior, they're out.
Listen to this. Ladies, if you got to tell a man how to be a man, then clearly you aren't dating a man. A man knows. And real men know that when a woman is at peace, he's at peace. So real men try to be a woman's peace because they understand. See, when you have to tell a man, this bill is stressing me out and this is stressing me out, chances are if the man is not noticing or paying attention to it, it's because you're not dating a man. A man know that we are here to provide and we will lead by example, right? So if a man is evasive of that, then clearly he is not a man. So the Bible says, if a man don't work, a man don't eat. So since biblical times, that was our origin. Men, we supposed to be providers. So stop worrying about the men who are trying to lower the standards of what a man looks like because it accommodates them. They're not men. And they're not willing to accept the roles of what a man looks like. So I'm not going to lower my standard and my projection of what a man is because the unmanly men are trying to make them men. So again, if your woman is crying about bills and stressing and aggravation, sister, then you clearly aren't dating a man. Don't let that go over your head.
Say it again.
That's deep when men say that because some men got it and some men don't. Right. So you looking at it, you talking to him, a man sees this who ain't got it, but he here every day, his job is shit. He here every day though, in this hood ass house with this hood ass car with this hood ass woman and all these kids. Okay. He's doing everything that he can do. Okay. So when he sees something like this or it's repeated to him, right. That's the thing about choosing carefully because you chose a person that has a ceiling. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm one felony away from a ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to know, okay, so yeah, I understand he been in prison. I understand. But how many times? Like, how much can he really do that don't involve street shit to get back? You know what I'm saying? So we just got to take all those things into appreciation. Did they have a whole 2 parents coming up? You know, did he beef with him? Which parent don't he like and why? You know what I'm saying? Like, so many different conversations need to be had that it takes years to get to know somebody. You got to take your time. And accountability is rough because men feel like we're supposed to work and then die. But that is what we're supposed to do. Like, technically, you ain't did it all the way right unless you die and they still straight. You feel me? Yeah. That way, when you die, your woman and your children are got to make desperate decisions on replacing you. So yeah, it's a burden of love. A real man gonna stand up to it and go hard and die like that. You feel me? I'm gonna lay it down, and when I lay down, I know they straight.
So this one clip that we don't have, but I was hoping we had it. It was about the weak man, and there was a guy on there saying that the weak man is an emotional man, not a man that has emotions or is in touch with his emotions, but an emotional man. Emotional men are impulsive. They kill. You know what I'm saying? These women coming up dead because the nigga she decides she want to lead is that's an emotional man. He was saying that an emotional man or a weak man is a man that's led by his emotions. Do you agree with that?
I mean, any man who can't let a woman move on and decides to go that route obviously has some issues. You know what I'm saying?
No, but do you agree?
But about him being emotional.
Yeah. It depends on what he's emotional about.
Exactly. Yeah. It sounds like emotions and emotional is real close to the same thing, and he just really trying to say niggas shouldn't have feelings all like that. You got too many feelings. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not having the feelings. It's what you do with them.
Oh, well, yeah, all the time. Yeah, all the time. They're not critical thinkers. We're not critical thinkers. Yeah.
So what he's suggesting is, men have your emotions. You can express them. They're valid, right? But what he's saying is the men that allow their emotions to overtake their intellect.
Intrusive thoughts and all that.
Their intellect.
Yeah, that's why real men leave. Like she said, real men leave. Yeah. I've left 4 times. I left my mom.
Like love ain't gonna keep me.
Like I will pack my shit up, and when you come home from work, I'm gone, because what I'm not gonna do is beat the shit out of you. Right? Because I could so easily. I could. But how is that gonna fix your mouth? I've learned it don't.
That's real.
That's not gonna stop her from feeling how she feel about you. And in a couple of weeks, she gonna say that shit again. You know what I'm saying? So
because she has
you just gotta go.
So
you just gotta go.
Unless you just want to be nagged all the fucking time.
I can't do it because I'm a 2-time violent felon. And I tell women that when I meet them. I am a 2-time convicted. Never. It was against men, but you should know I'm capable of punching somebody. You feel me? So
I ain't the one you want to really punch.
So I have boundaries, like, we shouldn't yell in each other's faces. We shouldn't put our hands on each other. You got to talk about those things.
Yeah.
I'm not good for that. So as soon as I feel like you're a woman who will run up in my face because you're upset, I gotta go. And that's what we should do. In the past, if you want to fight, we can fight. You feel me? But I had to let that go. Like you said, we was young. I didn't have children. Now I look at my daughter and imagine somebody hitting her.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, I can't be a part of that type of shit.
Yes.
I feel it.
All right. Well, we are about to wrap things up, but we want to give some final thoughts. I want to thank our viewers. I love these comments.
Showed out tonight.
They showed out. They really did.
Amen.
We're gonna go around and give our final thoughts, and I want to give mine, but it's definitely into what some of the viewers had said. And they say a lot of weak men pretty much will go off of strong women. You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much, you know what I'm saying, try to take off of strong women. And I totally agree with that. Weak men will prey on strong women and try to gain, you know what I'm saying, off of them. And sometimes us stronger women feel like with us being strong that we can make, you know what I'm saying, a weak man, you know what I'm saying, actually strong. I know I have done that. But my thing is here, man, we need y'all to actually stand the fuck up, and actually y'all are the leaders. Y'all really are. And we need y'all to lead. But lead by example, not by bullshit. We tired of that. You understand?
That's all they tired of.
We tired of it. You know? Be gentle with us. You know what I'm saying? Be smooth with us. Be honest with us. You know what I'm saying? Stand the fuck up. Pull your pants up. Strap your fucking nuts on and make it happen out here. All right? We tired of that weak shit. I know I am.
What's your final thought, Ms. G?
I'm gonna go back to the Naziah Harris. If there was a real man in her life, she would not be or have been in that predicament. So we need the brothers and the fathers that are around, family members and stuff. It's time to stand up and take your rightful place, black man. I love black men.
Amen. And we're gonna let the man of the table go last, so he can expound a little bit more. But my mine is a little comical. Men, stand up, cause we still tired of playing y'all's roles and ours. No, I'm just playing, but like for real, like come on now. Look back, look at your granddads, look at some examples from generations prior to what's happening today. Ain't real man shit. There's so many niggas killing women because they don't want them. There's so many niggas killing kids because they mad at the mama. Like, come on now. Get a hold to your emotions. I agree with the men that said an emotional man or a man that's led by his emotions is a dangerous man. Please, God gave you a brain and a heart. Utilize both.
Yes.
In the name of Jesus. And home, what's your final thought?
We used to have like leaders who stood up and talked all the time on soapboxes, and they were so powerful, and they filled me in with so much confidence. You know what I'm saying? We don't have these type of leaders these days at all, right? We doubt each other a lot, but men need to lift each other up and be around other men that are like them. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to slide or have two sets of friends. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody who's telling you all the right things or things you're not unfamiliar with. Learning. I'm a late start as a father, but I don't hesitate to tell the fathers who've been doing it. Like, so you've been learning these lessons. You've been knew this, you know? We only get one shot at this, so we mess up a lot. So I actually want to give a shout out to because you said think of your grandfathers, and that made me remember a post I made. Shout out to all the fatherless men who are doing it right. You know what I'm saying? Because I said for so many men who didn't have fathers and uncles and brothers, if you really doing it, then you doing the damn best you can. You really been winging it. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you have hurt some people, you have broke some hearts, and you have lied. Right, but if you decided to straighten up and step up, be a father, be a brother, be a son, I salute you for that, because we were left. I didn't have anybody after 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? So we got to find them in coaches and mentors. We are starting the Juneteenth Youth Empowerment Group in February. So if y'all have any young men or women who are looking to be around brothers and sisters who gon' assist you in guiding them properly.
That's right.
Then we here for you. February, Juneteenth Youth Empowerment Group, man. We gonna hold it down for the ones who want to be held down.
That's right.
With a real man, please stand up.
And May,
And we out.
take us out of here.
Dangerous man in the world is the emotional man. Why? Because he's gonna do things out of anger. He's going to shoot up the school because he's angry. He's emotional. He's gonna go hurt someone or stab somebody because they were in their parking space. That's emotions. And many men that are locked up in our prison systems, guess what? It's because they're emotional. So I would argue that the most dangerous man is not the masculine man, but the emotional man.